I heard about this agreement that Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce reached yesterday, which is why we got Grayson Waller and Austin Theory on Raw. We still don't know what Nick Aldis got in return. We have to wait until Friday.
A lot of people were like, oh, it's Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. I'm like, well, where did you hear that from? I think people are just pulling names out of thin air.
I initially thought the same thing, though, until, Jay was in the back last night telling Sammy, we're going to go after the Raw Tag Team titles against the Judgment Day because we got unfinished business with them. So I don't know how they're going to work at least Jay into the SmackDown side of things. It wouldn't be difficult, though, and I like that. I like that we should be getting more of the GMs working together, whether it's a trade or just like a temporary arrangement. We know now who's challenging Gunther at Clash of the Castle, at Bash in Berlin. I got my countries mixed up. We know who his challenger is going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship, and some people may have an issue with Randy Orton coming over, even though he's on the other brand, but it makes total sense given the story.
They explained it to you right there blatantly, right in front of your face last night.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Yes, but some people were upset, and they're like, well, if you complain about people crossing brands, but they took the time to explain it. Triple H himself, we saw after King of the Ring, he made the comment, like, we're going to get a rematch. We got to get a round 2 between these two guys.
Yeah.
So he's allowing Randy to cross the border for 1 month, and then guess what? Randy's going to go back to SmackDown. Now, I didn't get to hear your take on this, but Randy Orton is going to be wrestling Gunther, and he's not going to win the World Heavyweight title.
No.
So the question is now, is it going to be Cody and Randy next? It should be. It should be, and I hope it is. The explanation is right there for why and how you get to a heel Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
What did you say? And then I'll let you know what
right at the top of my Monday Night Raw review, I said, all right, this is how we get to Randy and Cody. Randy is challenging Gunther. We'll Jason and I will talk about that in a second because I actually love the match and I'm glad that they're doing it. I feel like if Randy's going to be challenging Gunther, a lot of people are thinking that he's not going to be on SmackDown doing SmackDown things. Of course he is. He's not going to be solely on Raw. He's going to go to SmackDown. He's going to continue helping Cody Rhodes against the Bloodline. He's going to continue to get his ass beat by the Bloodline because he continues to help Cody because of their rich history together. And when he takes all of that energy that he's given Cody into his match with Gunther, he's going to lose. And then he's going to blame Cody. And then he's going to turn heel on Cody. And then, boom, we got heel Randy Orton. So whatever happens with him helping Cody is going to have a direct effect on him losing to Gunther. And then he's going to take that and blame Cody Rhodes for it. That was my explanation.
Possible. It's possible. I think there's a simpler explanation for it. Randy Orton, he came back at Survivor Series last year, right? And his team won War Games. He was with Cody and Seth and Jay and Sammy. You go back to the beginning of this year. Randy Orton was in the WWE title match at the Royal Rumble. He lost. He was in the Elimination Chamber. He lost. He went to WrestleMania. He lost. He went to France for Backlash. He lost. He wrestled Gunther in the King of the Ring. He lost. He went to Money in the Bank in the 6-man tag. He lost. He's going to go to Bash in Berlin and lose again. And there has to come a point where this man is just going to snap. Because he is sick and tired of losing, and he's being a good friend to Cody or whoever, right? Owens, Cody. He's looking out for other people's interests. And all he has done, all he has gotten out of it is nothing but losing and losing and losing. And then when he finally snaps and goes heel, it makes all the sense in the world because how many fucking times can this guy lose before he just absolutely loses his mind? And that's the simplest explanation you need. Just point out the fact he has not won a PLE match all year. That's it. He put himself on the line for Cody as well. He got taken out by the Bloodline again. He's done looking out for others and being friends with people because it's gotten him nowhere. And in fact, if that's what leads to the turn, you can get, before you even do Randy and Cody, you could do Randy and KO. Right? They have to feud at some point. They can't just be friends.
Yeah.
So that to me, that's how I look at it. Like, he has a terrible record this year. And that has to be part of the story when the time comes. It has to play into it.
All right, so I like it. It makes a lot of sense. We both make sense here. I think yours is a lot more simpler, like you said. I feel like with what you said with him losing, Are you alluding to if he's lost every PLE, he's eventually going to wrestle Cody on a PLE? Does he beat Cody? Does he become the WWE champion? Are we looking at Cody dropping the championship and then eventually winning it back from Randy Orton?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
I like it.
Why does Cody have to hold the belt for a year?
He doesn't.
I mean, he can. It's possible that if they're going to do him and Rock, if they are going to do that at WrestleMania, Rock may not. Maybe the story is like Rock. Okay, he doesn't want him to lose, so you got to keep the belt on Cody to keep Rock happy for when Rock comes back. That's always possible. But no, I mean, if Randy Orton turns heel and he challenges Cody, I think he should beat Cody to win the WWE Championship, and then they go back and forth, and Cody ends up winning the belt back from Randy.
I like it. I think that's exactly the way they're going to go. I think that's the way that they should go. And as far as Gunther is concerned, I love the match. I think it is a top-tier match for a pay-per-view such as this. Gunther is always, I know he's alluded to right before SummerSlam, he wants to walk into Berlin as the WWE champion, and he got his wish. No bigger main event for him than Randy Orton. It solidifies his title run right off the top, wrestling somebody like Randy Orton. The match that they had at the King of the Ring was skewed because of his shoulder being off the mat. Triple H that night said that it was going to happen. We didn't really know when, but he said that night that he's going to look into it and that a rematch is probably going to be on the horizon. We just didn't know when. So if you're Randy Orton and you're looking at SummerSlam and Triple H has already kind of put that out there in the universe and you know that and you go talk to Triple H, hey, listen, bro, you want to make good on your promise that you made back at King of the Ring in Saudi in May? And then Triple H is like, yeah, sure. You want your title match? There you go. Randy Orton picked his spot. Just put yourself in his shoes. Gunther's the champion. I want my match. You know, it's just convenient that you're that you're the World Heavyweight Champion. So now I get what I want, and it's great. So people shitting on it for whatever reason. I mean, they don't really think, and they just want to jump to conclusions. They put it out there for you. It was going to happen. Randy Orton said Triple H said it was going to happen. What more of an explanation do you need? Because I know Jason and I would be the first to tell you, what's the reason for the draft? Or why are they breaking the draft rules? We've been through this time and time and time again. So we don't like it. But in this case, I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Storyline wise, I don't have any issue with it. And I didn't see anybody complaining about the fact that we're getting Orton and Gunther. I think people are pretty much on board with that as a match. It's a big marquee name too. I mean, you could have had Gunther and, you know, Ilya Dragunov or somebody. And believe me, that would have been a fantastic match. But this is a much bigger marquee match for that show. And it'll mean more when Gunther beats him.